And one thing that we believe as Christians is that every life is sacred in the eyes of God. Now, we can talk about abortion from a political perspective, but that's not what I want to do. The CRC, our Christian Reformed Church, has got a website, and they publish some stuff on there to help churches to observe Sanctity of Human Life Sunday. And I want to share with you the 3 main reasons why somebody may be led to end a pregnancy. If I want to use the word abortion, I can do that. I want to read these for you so that we understand what are the root causes of why this happens, okay? So 3 primary reasons. There's more, but these are the 3 primary reasons why somebody might be led to want to end a pregnancy. Number 1, this is based on surveys that have been taken over the years. Number 1 is having a child would interfere with personal responsibilities such as school or work. Number 2, financial reasons. More than 70% of women cite financial reasons for wanting to have an abortion. And then number 3, relationship issues and a lack of support from those close to them. Okay? So this is the reality of the situation. Because we can point fingers and we can judge and we can say that somebody is wrong in what they did. But what we need to understand is, why was somebody motivated to do such a thing? Because I think if we look at the root causes of why this happens, then we as a church will be able to respond in a way that's honoring to God, okay? So what can we do as a church when we come across an individual, a woman who's facing one of these 3 scenarios, okay? I'm going to put these up on the screen for you. I think what can we as Christians do is, number 1, is pray for that person who finds themselves in that difficult situation. Number 2, we're called to love and to support that mom who's pregnant and is thinking about ending that pregnancy. Not just to pray for them, but to love them, as Christ has loved us, for us to love them unconditionally, and for us to offer our support so that they don't feel like they're all by themselves in this world. Number 3, support ministries. Support ministries that exist in the world that are actually dedicated to helping women who are facing a crisis in their pregnancy, okay? As a matter of fact, we have a member of our church that actually works for a crisis pregnancy center. And I don't mean to put her on the spot, but Mrs. Galvez, Kristen, can you stand up so everybody can see you? Okay. All right, if you want to learn more about how to support one of those ministries here in Miami, I want to invite you to go talk with Kristen after this service, okay? All right, thank you, Kristen. And then number 4 is, what can we do as a church? We can adopt, if God leads us, to adopt children, to open up our homes to be homes where we can foster children that have been abandoned by their families. Okay, so like I said, this is a very serious topic. I don't want this to be a political conversation, but I do want this to be a biblical one where we're grounded in God's truth. This is why I'm going to invite everybody now to turn their Bibles to Psalm 139, okay? Psalm 139. And I want us to read verses 13 through 18. And as we read this, I want this passage to do a couple of things for us. Number 1, I want this passage to teach us about why we believe that every life is sacred in God's eyes, okay? Why we're valuable in God's eyes, and why every human life is valuable in God's eyes. And then I want this passage to just lead us into a time of prayer, okay? So if you don't have your Bible, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. This is the word of the Lord.